Trade recap January 28th. I took another loss today. Can't seem to get a win, Cam. Let's see what day it is today. I'll do that. For people I don't know. Oh well. It is National Lego Day, apparently. I'll just do that. So I took 2 trades today. One of them got stopped out break even. And I was just a few points away from my TP. I haven't gotten a win. I don't even know how long, dude. And seeing something like this is just so demotivating. It makes me lose hope and everything. But, it is what it is. So, to start the day off, first of all, as you can see, we were within this zone. We were ejecting out of this zone come market open. And we created this imbalance, and this is actually an entry that I missed. This right here would have been a great entry. That right there. Again, I would have been a few points away from TP, but for future reference, I did miss a great entry. And the reason I missed it was because when I marked out my hourly zones for the day, I of course marked out this one, which technically usually I like to mark it to the start or the candle close before the move up or down. But since it was so far away, I just decided to mark this candle here, which I'm totally fine with doing. It's just very unfortunate that happened to me. And I'll show you this actual trade that it took where that did happen to me. But to start off the day, I was actually looking at this zone here. For some reason, I don't know why really. That wasn't the smartest decision to be looking at that zone. I mean, it is a zone technically, but market open happened here, and this zone held so much more power because we already had multiple rejections from the zone, whereas this zone we hadn't really seen anything happen yet. But after I missed that entry, I ended up getting in off of a rejection off of this imbalance here. I believe I entered here. Sounds about right. Looks about right. Yeah, I might have I placed an order here, I believe. I might have waited for calls. I guess it doesn't really matter because either way, it was a few points away from take profit on this setup. And it ended up totally reversing. And I got stopped out. But I believe I did have my order set here when we came into it. We rejected down. Good news. But then, the second setup that I took today, I moved myself to break even on this. Got stopped out break even. Honestly, after seeing this giant move up, I really should. This voice cracks. I really should have waited. But instead, I entered another voice crack. I entered with an order. Or no, I didn't enter with an order. At this imbalance here, no, it wasn't this imbalance. I'm tripping. It was off of this zone right here. We came into it, and then we rejected out of it. I entered here with my stop about here. And I was going to target either this or this was probably would just target this low, but unfortunately got stopped out of this one. Realistically though, um, honestly, no, I'm not really mad about this entry. It was a big loss compared to most of my entries, but at the same time, like I like the setup. It's a good setup. It just didn't work out. I like marking out these hourly zones and taking trades in between them. I was back testing this. It seemed to be working, but apparently the first week that I really start to try and trade exactly this way, the past 2 days aren't good days for it. That's just my luck though, you know. The past week would have been great. The week before would have been great. I was up around 280 points within my first week and a half, and this is how I was trading. At least similar to this. This is a bit more refined than what I was doing before, but it was working in. But apparently now that I actually, start trading, and it just isn't gonna work at all. My voice keeps cracking too. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm down a lot, dude. I'm down since last week. I am down so much. But it is what it is. Things happen. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I lose this account at this point. But I just gotta stay mentally strong. I gotta realize that even if I do lose this account, there will be a next one. And this is a long-term thing, not short-term. So each individual day is no big deal. I mean, tomorrow I might have a beautiful win. And the day after I might have a beautiful win. And I might finally actually start trading, or the market might actually start moving like it was the first week that I started posting, or like the first week and a half that I started posting on this YouTube channel, because dog, I was winning left, right, and center, bro. I was up like 280 points in a week and a half. Like, and now I'm down about half of that in a week, in a week's time. No, in a week and a half, really. But it's just really demotivating, especially seeing something like this happen, where I was that close to my take profit. Because I had this zone a little higher here. I remember I was targeting around like 77 points exactly. And I was this close to my take profit before we reversed, and I got stopped out right here. It's just really demotivating to see something like that happen. But I mean, it happens. Can't be mad. The market's unpredictable. I don't know why that's moved over, but it is what it is. You just gotta stay mentally strong, and you gotta understand that shit like this happens. You gotta move on. There's no point in being emotional about it. It would have been a beautiful setup. I would have finally. It would have been my biggest trade in a while. But then I got stopped out break even, and then stopped out for my biggest loss in a long time. But it is what it is. What can you do? Trading sucks. That's my recap. Have a good day.